This is KTN News.
Over the many decades, of course, you've seen the business space coming back to Kenya evolve in multiple ways. What is your take on it right now and where we are?
Well, the point is that Kenya still is the leader in this area. But we've got to play our cards right. And if you continuously support businesses, manufacturing, let's take an example.
Yeah.
Tourism. We're here in tourism. And where are we today? Here. It's almost dead.
Yeah.
Now, we'll have to find ways and means how to encourage this, how to get it back again onto its own feet. It'll take time. So I think that the issues are that today's entrepreneur must look what is going to go in 10 years' time, not what was yesterday. I cannot keep on crying on what I had yesterday. I have to only plan where I'm going to reach in 5 years' time, in 10 years' time. And that's the principle behind our entrepreneurs, that we've got to teach them that, hey, what you are is different. What you want to be must be high enough. And you'll not reach. You'll fall, you'll not reach, you'll fall again. But then we are capable. And there is a possibility that we can become one of the top industrial center in Eastern Africa. There's no way. But there has to be collective willingness.
So the entrepreneurs need to be forward thinking. They need to have a vision.
Absolutely. Absolutely strong vision and not looking back. Fall and get up. And unless you do that, it's not going to work out.
But
so I think that there is a, and that's why the whole purpose is education. There's a change. That ideology must be changed. That, oh, enough, I've done it enough. No, there's nothing enough.
You've never made it. So given COVID-19 and, you know, like you mentioned earlier on as well, the employment scenario is deteriorating because people find themselves losing jobs very easily. Companies are not sustaining as large amounts of people anymore. So a lot of people are falling back on entrepreneurship. Do you think that the factors in place within the Kenyan infrastructure, economic infrastructure, are conducive for people to be able to succeed, fall and get up, yes, but what more needs to be done to provide an environment where they can thrive?
Well, we don't have to go very far. I remember going to Japan in 1960s. And in Japan at that time, you can hardly see a few European cars. Where is Japan? Where is Germany? Totally broken. And where are they today? Where is Britain? Where is France? Where is the United States? Forget about all this, but last 30 years, where is China? Wow. They're also human beings with 2 hands, not 3 hands. The point is that determination. Is it there? If it's not there, then you cannot reach anywhere. But the determination has to be there. Ideology has to be there. And a push has to be there. And push means you got to inspire yourself. Somebody can give me a lecture and I'll get inspired, but then it'll last for a few minutes. I got to make very sure that how can I inspire myself. Now look at this. This table is from Denmark. This glass is, I don't know, from India. That cover is from India. Glass might be from Indonesia or somewhere else. Except this chair was made here, locally. Wood came probably from Uganda, mahogany. Textile, again, came from outside. Foam, at that time, also came from outside. But these are almost 50-year-old now.
So instead of relying on these importation,
everything,
routes.
everything, cameras, you name it today.
So we've seen manufacturing also being a big part of the president's Big Four agenda. And, what do you say needs to be done to promote that even further? So even like you're mentioning, these things we import a lot. What else can we do to ensure that Kenyans are being able to manufacture all that?
Do it in Kenya. If you can't get this one, take a piece of paper and cover this. But make sure that you make this in 6 months' time. Give the targets to every industries, whether it's food industry, whether it's metal industries, whether it is textile industries, we had 11 textile plants here. Mm-hmm. We killed all of them. So the point is that who wants to get these things done? Unless we put these younger people to drive what we want to become. We can just talk about it, doesn't work. There has to be I must have an inspiration. I must have a vision. I must have a commitment. If I don't have that, then it's not a possibility.
So the overriding message is to have that drive, to keep on pushing, and to have that vision as well. So thank you for sharing those gems with us. But even as we get towards the tail end of our conversation, a little bit of, on a lighter note, of course, you're 91 now. And last year we saw that you officially tied the knot with your wife, Aruna. And you've been together 64 plus years now.
65 years.
65 now, this year, yes. And you, of course, had your wedding in Mombasa, which was under the Hindu customary law, and then you had to do the official registration, which you did last year. How was that experience for you? And, a lot of people would say that, yes, you can be successful in business and in your career, but your personal life also needs to be given attention. And I'm sure, and you're somebody who's sustained a marriage for over 6 decades. What would you tell people out there who are saying that they can't balance, career and relationships, and it's tricky now? And how do you manage that?
Well, the point is that the art of becoming something, the art of maintaining something, it's an art. But an art can be taught. Art is it's not something which just falls down from a tree. It has been cultivated. And when we went to that registration, because they wanted now somewhere, you must have a registration certificate that you're married.
Yes.
I said, well, we're married for 65 years, now you're telling us. So I said, okay, go ahead. And so I went to the registrar's office, did it. And the minute he said, you are now, I declare you as man and wife.
Yes.
And married. And I didn't take 1 second. I just kissed my wife. First time in the public.
Yes, first time. The photos are, going to be there for forever.
Yeah, because the newspapers were there.
Yes.
They knew that these people is going to go. And then the registrar asked, and my daughter was there. He said, thank goodness, we are now legal.
65 years later.
The point is that every stride that comes in your life, you must take it. Take it as a challenge, rather than as a bother, rather than this. I can work it out as much as 10 years, 8 years back, I didn't even know what to do with it, a computer. Now, what stops me to do it? I can't do it. That stops me to do it.
It's a mindset.
Mindset. And so, what we want our younger people and the entrepreneurs, please, and the government, make it red carpet for them. It was not born yesterday. This will not happen tomorrow. This will not happen, this glass will not happen tomorrow. It will require somebody who put his mind, his capital, give his time, and he will be able to blow the glass. It's nothing can, if we're going to use it today, it can be done. But the only difference is somebody else is doing it, not we. So we want not only of Kenyan youth, but all the youth in this region. We must do it. And that noise must go right up to the top. We want to do it. We must do it. And we will be able to do it. It's nothing so important over there. I remember in China, there was hardly a few buildings. Now you get skyscrapers, 80 stories, 70 stories, 90 stories. Good Lord, when I went to America, the time was different. I used to get up and, we were staying in about a 46th floor of a hotel. And I couldn't believe myself. I just come from India, 7, 8 story, 9 story maximum building. And here we go, 60 story building, 70 stories building. How come? They're human beings. And that we want to pass on. That nothing comes automatic. You got to work for it. And human mind and human hands and intellect can certainly find solutions.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for speaking to us, for giving us so much inspiration and knowledge as well. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being with us.
Definitely.
And allowing me to go back into my life.
Well, there you go. We got a lot of insights from Dr. Manu Chandaria, and of course, so many gems of information, knowledge, and insight. And that was this special episode of The Trading Bell. Thank you so much for watching. And hey, do keep up with us via our social media handles. They're appearing right there on your screen. And I'll see you next time. I'm Malika Kazia. Do stay tuned.